M0FXB Hamtech, welcome back to the channel. So someone asked me, can we share the screen when using our Rfinder? And the answer is yes, you can. I'm using Zoom. I've got that downloaded on my Rfinder, which is just here, and that's live. You can hear it now. Won't leave it too loud. That's HL5BBD. Very nice contact to have. Now on the right hand side, you're seeing my Zoom connection. Underneath the screen, you can see a small little green square. So once you've logged your Zoom in on the radio, let's call it, and on your PC or your smartphone, you just click share screen. See it here? Just here where I'm circling. Okay, just click that. So now if we start to make some changes and selections, we just go to, say, the menu, as you can see, and we can start tapping different items, and everything's starting to change. Now remember that Rfinder is packed with different features. You don't need a code plug, you don't need a hotspot. So let's just go back. You can see there all the different contacts that we've got there. Let's go back one. Now at the moment we're using ROIP. Now that means we don't need a hotspot. We can use my hotspot. I'm going to log out of ROIP, and then I'm going to turn on my hotspot, which you can't see at the moment, and I'm going to select my hotspot address. So it does keep memories. You tap memories, and also these memories are actually saved on a cloud. If you look here, this is my cloud, all my memories. And you can do a lot with this, and it actually interacts with RT systems. This is all included in your Rfinder device. So anyway, back to the radio. Now if we look for my hotspot, which I'm pretty sure is the one at the top there, and I've pre-programmed it to go to talk group 91 and color code 1, and it's not using the ROIP, which I will go back to in a second. It's using my hotspot. I use the DV Mega hotspot. You can see it there scrolling away with all the information. So that's my hotspot. And with the Rfinder system, you have Android. So you can use Zello and Echolink and Peanut. We'll have a look at some of them in a second. The first thing we'll do is just try and connect to my hotspot. So we'll tap the screen. And what the device is now doing, this is the Rfinder B1. It's now setting all the parameters so that I can connect to my hotspot. Now that could be a repeater, it could be a gateway near you. It will find and load up, quite loud there. It will find and load up the repeaters in your area. It's programmed to do that with the worldwide repeater database. So now you're not listening to the ROIP, the built-in hotspot. You're now listening to my hotspot, but it could be my local repeater. So let's just tap the worldwide repeater database. Now if you look there, and you're seeing it live on my radio and you're seeing my screen share at the same time, I can select the nearest repeater to me. I'll just update, and this is updated. So I'll just select one at random. And then it says there, set parameters. And we're now setting the parameters. Close the directory. And now if I was near that repeater, and remember you could be anywhere in the world, it would connect. Yeah, I don't think I am near enough because I'm just on the internal rubber duck antenna here, but you can connect an external antenna if you like. Now the list of functions is extensive on this device. It's a very long list. You're talking about over 8 years of development and hundreds, probably hundreds of firmware updates, but it's leveled off now. And there's even quite a section on there for satellites. But we'll quickly look down the list, and there we go. I'm just doing this with touchscreen at the moment, and we'll tap the top satellite, and then we'll tap the top one again. And look at that. Now this has been designed with so that you can purchase an antenna that actually runs on has a rotator that runs on Bluetooth, and it will track the satellite. Obviously you need the right equipment, but that's how advanced you can make this system if you want it to be. Or you can just use it as a VHF, UHF analog radio. It does not have to be DMR, and you can use it in that way. And you can see at the bottom it says track and also simulate. Now I haven't got the antenna, I haven't got the Bluetooth, but of course there is Bluetooth in this device. You can attach a speaker microphone as well. It just screws on the side here, and then you have a little, microphone like that screws on the side there, just there. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's go. We'll close out of that one. We'll go back again. That's our satellites. We've hit this is called the Rfinder network. See if it will sign in. I've not used it for a while. Now this shows you all the stations that are internet connected, and then it will also tell you what they are connected to. So it's like a network of friends using Rfinder. So I've signed in, and then you can swipe from the left actually, and then we'll go to Rfinder network. And then you can see all the contacts. Now there's me there, and there's lots of other contacts here. So if it says, well, what am I doing? And it will show what I'm up to at the moment. It says I'm in transit, I'm live, and I can set the radio. I can use ROIP or RF, so let's just do ROIP. It's going to switch. Oh, it wants me to do that now. I need to upgrade my membership, but not now. Just go back. Keep going down these functions, so we'll swipe from the left. You've got propagation. Okay, back one. Swipe from the left. Call sign lookup. That'll take us straight to QRZ, I would guess. M0. Oh. Now you've got the Rfinder B1, B1 Plus. You've got the new M6 model, which is like a wider version of this. And you've got the tablets, the P7, I believe, and the P10. And there is some talk about some upgrades coming up soon, some very exciting upgrades. I won't tell you about them yet. Now look up call sign. Is that going to take me to QRZ? Oh no, it looks like it's doing it via the Rfinder screen. Look underneath, it says QRZ, so you can look up your friends. And don't forget, at the same time, someone can actually phone you as well. The firmware and the ROM, so the chip inside this Android device, and the software all updates automatically. Let's try something else. What else have we got here? Setting advanced, DMR, OIP, satellites, propagation, call sign, Rfinder on air. Let's try that one. Again, this is like telling you who is on air at the moment. On the front here, you've got the promiscuous mode button. Just tap it and it starts to do it. Receive the talk groups and slots, color codes. You've got more options here. Silent, DMR, roam, admit tone, reject tone, update Rfinder, which I don't think we need to. It's just checking out to see if I need to update, but I'm pretty sure I've got the latest one. CQ beacon off, volume boost there as well, basically mic gain. And you've got Rfinder on air as well, selection there. And it's just, it says here, deactivated it. Let's go OK. We saw the worldwide repeater database, which is how this all started really. You've also got built-in APRS. Let's go to like so, settings. And then if you look here, I mean it's quite small on the screen, but if you look there, you've got your settings there for APRS, okay? And it just automatically will start sending your APRS, and you will see it on APRS FI. So it says just here, operator name I put in Andreas Rfinder, post to APRS network, I ticked it, and it says here smart APRS, I've given it a 10, so that's our SSID I believe, and then we save. So now when we transmit, it's going to come up on, it's going to show up on APRS FI. We'll switch back to ROIP, see there, ROIP. Connect to Brandmeister, which is the server that we select in a list. And this is the section where you effectively do not need a hotspot. And I think it's one of the best things about the DMR side of the Rfinder. You just wait for it to connect, and if there's a delay, there's a little button here. Just click sync. And as I said, everything on the Rfinder models updates automatically, and there's a Zoom room that you can go to which will get you straight to Bob the developer, zoom.rfinder.net, and you'll be talking to him in minutes, and that's, you know, he's pretty much doing this most days, and you'll always get a reply. You have to wait, but you'll always get a reply. But I find it's very easy to get hold of him, and if there's a problem to sort it out. And there's programmers and developers behind the scenes, and they're always coming up with new ideas. I know they've got some very interesting development coming in the near future. It's an upgradable product, and there's always new ideas talked about. But if you ask me, it already does. You know, you've got the built-in memories that upload to the cloud. You've got a built-in hotspot. You don't need a code plug because everything's there in your memories. Every time you reboot the device, every time it loads those to the cloud. So every time you turn your device back on, it will bring in all your memories. Even if you've turned it off for 6 months, you turn it back on and it will load up. It will tell you if there's new firmware, software. It's definitely a hobby item, but you can take it anywhere in the world. You can have phone calls. Let's just go to the sort of the normal Android side. So you can see I've got Zello there, and the volume, there's actually a separate up and down volume on this side for that. You've got a couple of PTTs here as well. So you can set one for your radio, and you can set one for Zello. Let's just give a quick call out for an audio check. M0FXB, just a quick call for an audio check on 00. There's usually a few listening on Zello. Network radios owned by G1YPQ. Good thing about Zello is it keeps history. Look, so you can actually listen back to old conversations.
Roger, nice talking to you. I need to turn now, seems like.
As you can see, it's plenty loud enough. So if we go back from that, and then we can find Echolink. We've just logged into Echolink there. We can do the echo test, connect, and we can start doing.
Welcome to the Echolink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
You can use the PTT, or you can just press transmit. 1, 2, test. 1, 2, and you can change the mic gain. Okay, well, I'm just showing brief things here. So now let's look at Peanut. So go back, we'll tap Peanut. And there's our Peanut. See if we can get that facing the other way. So there's Peanut for hams. Go to the Play Store and download that. Peanut, there's lots of rooms. You can get into, you do need a ham radio license. We'll just go to the English room at the moment. Connect, and then we can, again, use the PTT. or just tap the screen. Make sure we're logged in, or maybe it's not logged in at the moment. So that's your peanut. I mean, you're getting the idea. Echo test there. You can swipe. Got all your Android type programs. DTMF on screen as well when you're using analog. That comes all included. You've got Zoom. What else have I got on here? You can use things like Facebook, and I've even got Droid Star and Chrome, Messenger, just your normal type of apps that you would want to use. But then you just go back to Rfinder, click ROIP, it connects to Brandmeister, and you're chatting with your friends. DMR. I've got my HubNet node on analog. Let's see if I can find that in my memory. It's just here. Hit that. It sets the parameters. If I tap the right one, I have to log out of DMR OIP. So everything's automated. You've got to imagine there's a small radio module inside this and GPS as well. I go to memories again, HubNet. It's one of my favourites, see if anyone's on. This is an analog connection. Of course, you get all your information about who is talking underneath the title. If I click HubNet, there's no one there, that's typical, isn't it? And as you create memories, you can save them to the cloud as well as you go along. So let's just try HubNet again, set the parameters. So saving a memory channel is as simple as you tap the screen, add your parameters. So at the moment that's a DMR selection, but if you say changed it to FM narrow, set your power, then your CTCSS, I think we need on the transmit, we just need 77. Is that everything we've got? Yeah, 4.3, and then the frequency as well. So you just back off, 434.550, same goes here. The touch screen is very responsive. I hardly have to tap it and it's going in 434.550 like so, and then go set parameters, and I have the option there to save to memory as well. And this is now analog, so it's not it's not digital now. A bit too loud. These are the UK stations. If I go back to the channel, look, save to memory. And I can select the zone, I'm going to call it HubNet. Add a new.
M3GCA. Right, you probably have never been because it's a bit north from you, but Clitheroe, I think it's in Lancashire. I've been up there, it's not too far from here to be honest. And there's a sausage shop there called Cowman's. And
that's my
the biggest variety of sausages on earth.
And that's my
I don't know how many varieties
micro HubNet node there.
Count, but I wouldn't.
I can actually disconnect and look at all these different systems I can connect to here. That's HubNet. Control panel. That's the Win. That's the Win system.
Take those down to the local rock club and cut them up and shine them up. I was down in Huntington, Oregon at the Blue Bucket mine for the LDMA gold claim down there, and we had a nice little weekend down there, did some panning and some events that they had going on for their.
Right. So I think we'll end it there. It's been interesting. There's lots of products here that you can look at as well. They don't just do the radio that I'm showing. Just scroll up through. You've got your charging base there. Then you've got your tablets. And it goes on and on. That's all your APRS stuff, your maps, network. They call it network, let's get it right. Rfinder network, Rfinder map with APRS integration. Lots of screenshots here. That's your presets, your zones, and then some more tablets there. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Bye for now.